Initiating Warhammer Wiki. Play tape file 44378. Subtype 13. Subject Anonymous Orc Boy. Encouraging Gretchens to go to battle.
Orcs is never defeated in battle. If we win, we win. If we die fighting so it don't count. If we runs for it, we don't die neither. Cause we come back for another goal, see? Oh, may Gork and Mork have mercy on your little souls, you snotlings.
Welcome all you great crusaders. Today we will be covering the top 5 strongest factions in Warhammer 40k and what makes them unique in their counterparts. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for the omnisized blessing.
Top 5 factions in Warhammer 40k. Number 5. Orcs. The Orcs are a highly unique and powerful faction in Warhammer 40k. They possess several attributes and characteristics that contribute to their formidable nature, such as genetic prowess. Orcs are genetically designed for warfare. They are larger and stronger than most other humanoid races, with powerful muscles and a sturdy physiology. They have an innate ability to regenerate wounds and regrow lost limbs, allowing them to keep fighting even under severe damage. Mob mentality. Orcs thrive in large cohesive groups known as WOGs. These groups can consist of thousands of orcs led by dominant war bosses. Orcs have a psychic ability called the WOG field that is generated by their collective belief. This field makes orcs more resilient, stronger, and more accurate in combat, effectively turning their beliefs into reality. Adaptive evolution. Orcs possess a unique ability known as Death Watch, which allows them to adapt and evolve at an astounding rate. This means that the more orcs encounter a challenge or obstacles, the faster they will learn and develop ways to overcome it. This ability, combined with their genetic diversity, ensures that orcs can rapidly respond to changing circumstances on the battlefield. Prolific reproduction. Orcs reproduce at an alarming rate. They grow from spores that are released when orcs die, creating a cycle of constant replenishment. These spores can survive in almost any environment, allowing orcs to establish new colonies and expand their numbers rapidly. This makes it difficult for other races to completely eradicate orc infestations. Technological mastery. Despite their seemingly crude and ramshackled appearances, orcs possess a unique affinity for technology. They had an intuitive understanding of machinery and an innate ability to create powerful and devastating weapons, vehicles, and war machines. Orc technology functions because the orcs believe it should, rather than adhering to the principles of conventional engineering. Love for battle. Orcs have an insatiable love for fighting and warfare. They revel in the chaos and violence of combat, finding joy and purpose in the act of fighting itself. This makes them fearless and relentless on the battlefield, driving them to charge headlong into battle against overwhelming odds. Low psychic presence. Unlike other races, orcs have a limited psychic presence in the warp. This is due to their collective belief and their simplistic, straightforward approach to life. The Chaos Gods have a limited influence on the orcs, making them largely immune to the corrupting and manipulative powers of the Chaos. Overall, the combination of their genetic prowess, adaptability, technological expertise, and love for battle make the orcs a powerful and dangerous force. They are a constant threat that can overwhelm their enemies with sheer numbers, brute force, and relentless aggression. Number 4. Chaos Undivided. Chaos is an immensely powerful and persuasive force in the Warhammer 40k universe. It derives its strength from several key factors such as the Warp and the Chaos Gods. Chaos is born from the raw and turbulent energies of the Imperium, known as the Warp. Within the Warp dwell a malevolent entities known as the Chaos Gods: Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaanesh. These gods embody the aspect of war, change, decay, and excess. They are immensely powerful and draw strength from the emotions and actions of sentient beings in the material universe. Each god is capable of taking out whole planets and sometimes even solar systems. Slaanesh was able to almost cause the whole Eldar race to become extinct in a matter of weeks. Corruption and temptation. Chaos corrupts and manipulates mortals, preying upon their weaknesses, desires, and fears. It seduces individuals and even entire civilizations, offering them power, knowledge, and immortality in exchange for their souls and allegiance. The allure of chaos and its promises of forbidden power make it a potential force capable of turning even the most stalwart warriors to its cause. Demon legions. The Chaos Gods command vast legions of demons, twisted and malevolent entities that exist within the warp. Demons are the manifestations of chaos, representing its destructive and chaotic aspects. They are powerful in their own right and are capable of wreaking havoc on the material realm when summoned by mortal followers and when the warp spills into real space. Warp sorcerers and psychic powers. Chaos grants its followers access to potential psychic abilities and warp sorcery. Chaos sorcerers, psychers, and demonic entities can tap into the energies of the warp to manipulate reality, conjure destructive spells, and summon demonic entities. These psychic abilities make chaos-aligned individuals formidable in combat and give them a significant advantage over those who lack similar psychic prowess. Traitor legions and renegade factions. Chaos has corrupted several loyalist Space Marine legions, turning them into traitors known as Chaos Space Marines. These legions, such as the Black Legion, the World Eaters, and the Thousand Suns, retain their immense military prowess, augmented by the blessings and mutations bestowed upon them by their patron Chaos Gods. These Chaos Space Marines form powerful and battle-hardened forces that wage war on the Imperium and other factions. The Great Game. The Chaos Gods are in constant competition and conflict with each other, referred to as the Great Game. This rivalry drives them to grant favors, blessings, and artifacts to their mortal followers in order to gain advantages over their counterparts. This continual struggle amplifies the power and influence of chaos, as the Chaos Gods manipulate events and maneuver their followers towards their own ends. Demonic incursions and warp storms. Chaos can unleash devastating warp storms and create rifts between warp and real space. These events can tear apart the fabric of reality, disrupt interstellar travel, and allow demonic incursions into the material realm. These incursions can plunge entire star systems into chaos and create lasting disruptions, making chaos a constant and unpredictable threat. It is important to note that while chaos is a powerful force, it is also inherently chaotic and self-destructive. Its followers are often consumed by madness, corruption, and internal strife. Nonetheless, chaos remains a potential and influential faction, capable of causing widespread destruction and challenging even the mightiest of empires in the Warhammer 40k universe. Number 3. The Imperium of Man and Adeptus Mechanicus. The Imperium of Man Undivided, despite its many flaws and challenges, possesses several factors that contribute to its power and influence in the Warhammer 40k universe, such as vast resources and territories. The Imperium controls a vast empire that spans thousands of worlds across the galaxy. It possesses immense industrial capacity, allowing it to produce massive quantities of weaponry, warships, and other resources needed for war. This vast territory also provides a steady stream of manpower, both in terms of soldiers and workers, to support its war efforts. Superior numbers. The Imperium has an almost inexhaustible population, with trillions of human subjects under its rule. This vast manpower pool allows the Imperium to field massive armies and overwhelming forces to wage war on multiple fronts. Despite the individual weaknesses of its soldiers, the sheer size of the Imperium's military makes it a formidable force. Adeptus Astartes, or Space Marines. The The Space Marines are a genetically enhanced superhuman warrior created from the gene seed of the Primarchs. They are an elite fighting force of the Imperium, possessing superior strength, speed, and combat prowess. Each Space Marine chapter is a highly disciplined and self-sufficient force capable of turning the tide of battle in the Imperium's favor. The Imperial Navy. The Imperium maintains a powerful fleet known as the Imperial Navy. These spacefaring forces include vast warships, cruisers, and smaller vessels. The Imperial Navy provides the Imperium with space superiority and the ability to project forces across the galaxy. It also serves as a means of transportation for Imperial Guard regiments, allowing for rapid deployment and reinforcements. The Imperial Guard. The Imperial Guard, also known as Astra Militarum, represents the vast standing armies of the Imperium. It consists of billions of soldiers recruited from countless worlds, armed with a wide variety of weaponry. While individually they may be outmatched by some of the more specialized forces in the galaxy, their numbers and sheer determination make them a force to be reckoned with. Imperial Titans. The Imperium possesses gigantic war machines called Titans. These towering war engines are armed with devastating weapons and heavily armored, capable of wreaking havoc on the battlefield. Titans are among the most powerful and destructive assets of the Imperium, capable of turning the tide of battle with their presence alone. Ecclesiarchy and Faith. The Imperial Cult, led by the Ecclesiarchy, instills faith and religious devotion in the citizens of the Imperium. This faith serves as a unifying force, motivating the population to fight for the survival of humanity. The Imperium's religious fervor and belief in the Emperor as a godlike figure provided an unwavering resolve in the face of adversity. Inquisition and secret agencies. The Imperium maintains an Inquisition and other secretive organizations that root out heresy, xenos, and chaos corruption. These organizations work to ensue the stability and purity of the Imperium, eliminating threats from within and without. Their reach and authority enable them to strike at enemies before they become widespread threats. The Emperor of Mankind. The Emperor of Mankind is an incredibly powerful and enigmatic figure in the Warhammer 40k universe. As the immortal ruler of the Imperium, he possesses unmatched psychic abilities and is considered one of the most potent psychers to have ever existed. His psychic might allows him to manipulate the warp, foresee the future, communicate across vast distances, and unleash devastating attacks. The Emperor's immense psychic presence is said to have kept the Astronomicon, a psychic beacon essential for interstellar travel, burning for over 10,000 years. He is also a highly skilled warrior, surpassing even the Adeptus Astartes and Custodians in combat prowess. While confined to the Golden Throne, his psychic presence and guidance still hold the Imperium together, making him a beacon of hope and strength for humanity in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. It is important to note that the Imperium is also beset by numerous challenges, including internal corruption, bureaucratic inefficiencies, and external threats from chaos, xenos races, and other factions. However, its vast resources, military might, and sheer determination to preserve humanity make it a dominant force in the grim darkness of the Warhammer 40k universe. Number 2. Tyranids. The Tyranids are an incredibly powerful and terrifying force in the Warhammer 40k universe. They possess several characteristics and attributes that contribute to their formidable natures, such as hive mind and synaptic networks. The Tyranids operate as a unified collective consciousness known as a hive mind. This psychic network links every Tyranid organism, allowing for instantaneous communication and coordination across the entire swarm. This coordination enables them to act with perfect unity and execute complex strategies, making them incredibly efficient on the battlefield. Adaptability and genetic assimilation. The Tyranids have an unparalleled ability to adapt and evolve rapidly in response to new threats. They possess immense genetic diversity and can assimilate the genetic material of other species. This allows them to rapidly develop new adaptations, mutations, and specialized bioweapons to counter their enemies, making them highly adaptable and unpredictable. Instinctive warfare. Tyranids possess a natural instinct for warfare. They are born with an innate understanding of tactics and strategies, allowing them to engage in effective combat maneuvers without the need of training or experience. This instinctive warfare, combined with the collective intelligence of the hive mind, ensures that Tyranids are efficient and deadly in battle. Bioorganic technology. The Tyranids' biological weapons and organisms are themselves highly advanced and deadly. They possess immense bioengineering capabilities, allowing them to create vast arrays of terrifying creatures and bioweapons. Tyranid organisms are often specialized for specific purposes, such as close combat, ranged attacks, or battlefield support, further enhancing their overall effectiveness. Rapid reproduction and swarming. The Tyranids reproduce at an astounding rate, generating countless offspring within their hive fleets. This rapid reproduction allows them to overwhelm their enemies through sheer numbers. They consume all organic matter in their path, converting it into biomass to fuel their growth and reproduction. The Tyranids' ability to swarm and mass their forces quickly can easily overrun less prepared or smaller factions. Biovores and synapse creatures. The Tyranids employ specialized organisms, such as biovores or synapse creatures, to further enhance their battlefield capabilities. Biovores launch explosive spore mines that devastate enemy formations, while synapse creatures serve as psychic conduits for the hive mind, expanding its control over Tyranid forces and ensuring their coordination and discipline. Tyranid hierarchies. Within the Tyranid swarm, there are hierarchies of creatures, from smaller organisms to larger and more powerful ones. At the top of the hierarchy are the massive biotitans known as hive tyrants and the enormous living starships called hive ships. These apex creatures possess immense power and serve as a core leadership of the Tyranid invasion forces. Devourer of worlds. The Tyranids are driven by an insatiable hunger for organic matter. They consume entire planets, stripping them of all life and resources, leaving nothing but barren husks behind. This relentless consumption and expansion makes them an existential threat for any civilization or species they encounter. They may have already devoured whole galaxies before arriving to the Milky Way, to show you what lengths they are willing to go. Overall, the Tyranids' combination of a powerful hive mind, adaptability, swarm tactics, and devastating bio-organic weaponry makes them one of the most fearsome and dangerous forces in the Warhammer 40k universe. They are an unstoppable force of nature that relentlessly pursues their primary goal of consuming all life in the galaxy. Number 1. Necrons. The Necrons are a powerful and ancient race in the Warhammer 40k universe. They possess several attributes and technologies that contribute to their formidable forces, such as immortality and advanced technology. The Necrons are an ancient robotic beings that were once an advanced civilization of living beings known as Necrontyr. Through their mastery of biotechnology and transference of their mind into durable metal bodies, they achieved immortality. As Necrons, they possess highly advanced technology that surpasses that of many other factions in the Warhammer 40k universe. Living metal constructs. Necrons are constructed from self-repairing and shape-shifting substances known as living metals. This allows them to regenerate and repair themselves, making them incredibly durable and difficult to destroy. Their bodies can also reshape themselves to adapt to different combat situations, providing them with versatility and resilience on the battlefield. Quantum shielding and phase shifting. Necron vehicles and constructs are equipped with advanced energy shields known as quantum shielding. These shields can deflect or absorb incoming attacks, making Necron forces highly resilient in combat. Additionally, Necrons possess the ability to phase out of reality, effectively disappearing from the battlefield and re-approaching elsewhere. This allows them to escape from dangerous situations or launch a surprise attack. Advanced weaponry. The Necrons possess a wide array of devastating weaponry. Gauss weapons, for example, disintegrate matter at an atomic level, making them highly effective against armored targets. They also have access to powerful energy-based weaponry, such as particle beamers and Tesla weapons, which can cause significant damage to multiple enemies simultaneously. Their arsenal includes a variety of specialized weapons for different combat situations. Canoptic technology. The Necrons employ a range of specialized constructs known as canoptic units. These include scarabs, wraiths, and spiders, among others. Canoptic units are highly advanced and possess unique abilities such as self-repair, advanced movement capabilities, and the ability to reanimate fallen Necron warriors. They provide support and enhance the effectiveness of Necron forces. Undying warriors. Necron warriors are the basic infantry units of the Necron forces. They are tireless and relentless, with their consciousness transferred into their metallic bodies. They possess formidable weaponry and can reassemble themselves after being destroyed, making them persistent and unyielding on the battlefields. Tomb worlds and strategic reserves. The Necrons can awaken from their stasis slumbers on tomb worlds across the galaxy. These tomb worlds serve as hidden bases and strategic reservations. When needed, the Necrons can emerge in masses, launching devastating surprise attacks or overwhelming their enemies with sheer numbers. Ancient and calculating minds. The Necrons possess an ancient and calculating conscience, devoid of emotions and driven solely by their pursuit of power and dominance. They plan meticulously and act with precision, taking a long-term view of their objectives. This strategic mindset, combined with their advanced technology, allow the Necrons to execute complex strategies and manipulate events to their advantage. After being alive for several tens of millions of years, 1 year to them is like a blink of an eye. Cataclysmic technology. Certain groups of Necrons have access to universe-altering technology. Some are able to manipulate time, allowing them not only to alter battles that they might have lost originally, but also avoid unfavorable battles altogether. Others have access to unknown technologies such as the Celestial Ori. This large holographic map updates real time, allowing Necrons to know every single thing happening throughout the whole Milky Way galaxy. It also allows them to cause whole solar systems to crumble by causing stars to go supernova before their appointed time with one simple click. While the Necrons were dormant for millennia and are now awakening in full force, their ancient technology, undying nature, and strategic prowess make them one of the, if not the most strongest faction in the Warhammer 40k universe. They are a relentless and calculating race that seeks to reclaim their former glory and impose their will upon the galaxy.
Hey all you great crusaders, Warhammer Wiki here. Thanks for tuning into another episode. This one's a little bit controversial, so if you have any different thoughts or you think that things should be rearranged, definitely comment down below. If you haven't already, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the extra content that's going to be coming out soon. Thanks guys.